Shalom, Israel. Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are under managing and Hana. We've been teaching this truth since 1969 that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are, in fact, the true biblical Jews of the Bible, and that our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? Of course, as we all know, every Monday night we got the history class slash scripture breakdown. Tonight we're going to be going into the Shield of David, King David Signet, which is what you see right behind me here. We'll also be explaining Molech. What is the star Molech? There's confusion in the earth about Molech and the Shield of David. People see the Shield of David and they automatically think in their minds the star of Molech. You understand? Not knowing what Molech is and not knowing that this isn't an actual star. It's actual Hebrew letters. But we'll go into it. We'll break it down. If you have any questions along the way, please feel free to ask in the comment section. All right. But Christianity and other religions has deemed the Shield of David as the star of Molech, and they go to the scripture here, Amos 5:26. So we'll go here. This is what a Christian will pull to try to combat. Christians use it to try to combat Judaism, not even the school, but Judaism. You know, all these religions claim to be all inclusive, but they're really combative against each other. So they do these types of things. But we're clear the confusion that you may have. All right, and feel free to ask any questions at any time. But it's going to be very clear what exactly the star of Molech is. I'm gonna give you physical descriptions. I'm gonna give you definitions. I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you everything that you need to actually understand what Molech is, and not only that, understand what the Shield of David is, which is King David's signet. You understand? So we'll get into it. We'll go. Okay, Amos here, and this scripture here, Amos 5:26, mentions Molech. I guess we'll start with Molech here, and then get into the lesson. We'll break down exactly what Molech is. I'm gonna give you an actual physical description and a picture and everything of what Molech is. Look, but let's pull the scripture here. This scripture is a go-to scripture for Christians. Amos 5:26. For ye have borne the tabernacle of your Molech, and chain your images, the star of your God. See, that's what they see. Then they'll point at the shield of David here. See, that's Molech. They don't understand the Bible. They don't understand archaeology and history of this shield here, where it really comes from. This shield here ain't the star of Molech. Molech was an actual deity, an actual thing that was worshipped in times past. And I'll show you. But I'm gonna read this again. For ye have borne the tabernacle of your Molech and Chin, your images. There are images here. Idols, something fixed in order to worship. And that's very important. They didn't fix these as a toy or anything or some type of action figure. They fixed these things to actually bow down to it, pray to it, kiss it, and caress it and everything. This is their God. Okay? The star of your God. Why does it use the word star? It uses the word. Let me get the definition of star. Let me see if I. We're gonna go to the definition of a couple of things here. And I'm gonna get the definition of star, and I'm gonna also get the definition of Molech and get you a physical description. Now, it's important that we understand these definitions. Why? Because it gives you clarity in the context of. It gives you clarity in context of what's being brought out here. This ain't. There's many different types of stars. You got stars in the sky. You got movie stars. Are they the same thing? No, they're not. This particular star is talking about somebody prominent in that religion, somebody prominent in that world, which is their image, that image of Molech and their other deities or what have you. Okay? It may or may not have it here, the definition I'm looking for. But we'll give it a shot, though. We'll give it a shot. Bear with me, class. Bear with me 1 second. Bear with me 1 second, class. Let me get this. Where you at? All right, here we go. Here we go. Star. A natural luminous body visible in the sky. That's one definition. A self-luminous gases celestial body of great mass which produces energy by means of nuclear fusion reaction. Good night. Whose shape is Yusu sphere Riadon, which is basically a sphere. Actual stars are a circle. The so-called oppressor knows that. Stars don't look like this. Don't look like the shield of David back here. Don't look like these shields here. You understand? But that's basically saying a sphere. Okay? And whose size may be as small as the earth or larger than the earth, blase blase. Blase blase. Bear with me. There you go. Here we go. The principal member of a theatrical or theat- theatrical or opera operatic company plays the chief roles. Like I was saying, a prominent person or a prominent role in a particular field or particular world. In this particular world here, that star is Molech. That star, that particular deity image is Molech, you understand? We'll get some more. Well, that's just basic information. And even in the scriptures it says, and we'll get there too. We'll get there too. It says the circle of the stars in the scriptures. Bear with me 1 second. Grab that real fast. On Wisdom of Solomon. Bear with me 1 second. Let me grab this script. Let me see if this is the one I want. Oh, it is the one. Look, check it out. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13, verse 2. This is going to back up what the goddamn dictionary just said. That the star is a goddamn sphere, it's a circle. It's a circle. We just read it in the actual dictionary. And we're gonna go in the Apocrypha and it's gonna describe you what an actual star is shaped like. And then we'll continue down into the breakdown. But it's very imperative that we get every piece of the puzzle here. Okay? It says Wisdom of Solomon 13 and 2, but deem either fire or wind or the swift air or the circle of the stars. Even in these biblical times here. Like we don't understand. We think the Bible ain't got no science and nothing like that. A lot of scientists got they foundation and they theories from this book, you understand? And found it to be true. The circles, the star is a sphere. It's a circle, dum dum. It's a ball of gas, as described in this dictionary, and also described in the King James Version Bible, 1611. So why do we, when we think of a star, we think of something like the Shield of David? Let's not think like a child here. Let's not be simple here. It's sad that we got to go in the definition of words and pull 1,000 scriptures to show you what an actual stars is and different definitions of the word star. But we'll help you. We'll help you because Christianity has made us dumb. to be plain about it, has made us dumb. So we gotta go into definitions and pull many different sources on a particular word to break it down. But we'll get another definition for you. And I just showed you star in the dictionary, and I showed you star in the Bible. Let's get some more now. Let's get more up. I'm gonna share my screen here. And I want you to also look this up. I also want you to Google this yourself. Because I don't want you to just go off of what I'm telling you, or what I'm showing you. Okay. Now, I just did a simple Google search. Here we go. Where we at? I hope you can see what I'm saying. Check this out. This is right here is Molech. You probably never seen this a day. You probably don't even know what the hell we looking at right here, dude. We don't even know what the hell we looking at. Why? Because the idea of what Molech was pushed on us by Christianity. Anybody telling you that the Shield of David looks like this, what I got in my hand right here, looks like the Shield of David, looks like the Shield of David behind me right here. Anybody telling you that the Shield of David is Molech has been brainwashed by Christianity and or are Christians themselves. They got people to claim that they Hebrew Israelites out here talking about the Shield of David is Molech, which shows you how elementary their state is, fooled by Christianity and their lies. You don't even know yo, you don't even know what Molech is. You didn't do the research. You just going off of he say she say. He say she said. What we looking at right here, brothers and sisters, and I'm gonna click on a couple of these images here. This is the actual let's see if I can open and get it. Uh, see if I can blow some of these up. Bear with me 1 second. Well, I don't know how to blow them up just yet, but hold on. But you get the gist though, right? Now, while I'm sharing my screen, I'm gonna share with you something very vital also. Let's not just go off of these images and a couple of pictures that we pulled off of Google. Let's go into this. Let's go into the Smith's Bible Dictionary. I'm gonna go into the Smith's Bible Dictionary and give you this what we're seeing here. I'm gonna give you exactly what we're seeing here in the. And listen, man, we ain't write this these Bible dictionaries. We put in all these sources to prove the point. Another image of Molech right there. Another image. I think it's the same image of Molech right here. Now this piece right here that you see right here is from the Smith's Bible Dictionary. Make sure you can see this. Share. Hold up. I'm gonna share this screen real quick. Hold on, bear with me. It's from the Smith's Bible Dictionary. Where am I at? Boom, boom. There we go. Let me know if y'all can see that. Or you can read along. Now, all right. Scroll down so you can see the source here. Right there at the bottom, Smith's Bible Names Dictionary, 1866. Okay? We're going to read the definition of Molech. Now, here we got that physical description here again, right? The picture. And in this picture here, it's the same thing. It's the same thing that we seen earlier. These pictures here. All right. We'll go back. All right. Sense Bible Dictionary definition of Molech. All right. It says, King, the fire god. Molech was the tutelary deity of the children of Ammon. All right. Who Ammon? Anybody know? Type it in the chat. Talking about them so-called Asians there. You did. And essentially identical with the Moabites. There you go. Ammon, Moab, and Ammon in them. Japanese, the Chinese, Moabites. Fire gods appear to have been common to all the Canaanite, Syrian, and Arab tribes who worship the destructive element under an outward symbol. With the most inhuman rites. Hold up, now. Let me get down to the. Okay, here we go. This the bulk of it here. It says, according to Jewish tradition, the image of Molech was of brass. Look at these. I'm gonna go back to these images now. These joints is made out of brass. You understand? Look at this one. Made out of brass. My bad. Now you can see it. Made out of brass here. Get another one. All these look alike, very similar. Images of the same thing here. Man, look at this joint. Good night. Hold up. I can't even open it up. It's locked. All right, let's get back. Let's get back to the definition. Let's get back on topic here. All right, here we go. There we go. Okay. It says, according to Jewish tradition, the image of Molech was of brass, hollow within. It was situated without Jerusalem. His face was that of a calf. You see that? All of these images here, the image is brass and it has a calf head. Here, calf head. Here, the head of a calf. Has a calf head here. You understand? This is the actual physical description of Molech. Now listen, man, you got to recognize and understand something here. Don't let the unlearned tell you anything because they're elementary. They're not fit to lead or to teach. This is listen. All we did. Listen, we just typed it in the Google. Goddamn. But we going off of myths and Christian rhetoric in order to so-called edify these so-called Christians and these so-called religious leaders claiming to be Hebrew Israelites, not knowing the history and the true breakdown of what Molech is. You don't know what Molech is because you didn't do no research. We're reading the definition. This definition is from back in 1866. Look at these images here. No, they pulled this up like, look. This is the star of their religion, La'ah. That's a misconception. That's a false teaching. You're making a great mistake calling this something that is not. And I'm gonna go into what this actually is on the tail end of this class. All right. This is the shield of David, and we'll break it down some. Well, let's get back into the definition here because there is actually more in this definition that's vital. Okay, so read along. His face was that of a calf. Does the shield of David have a face of a calf? La strike one. Okay. And his hands stretched forth like a man. Does the shield of David have hands? Or does this image have hands? Strike two. This image has a calf head and it has hands and arms. And his hands stretched forth like a man. He has arms like a man, hands like a man. Dum dum. Does the shield of David have a a calf head, arms and hands? Let's read on to this definition here. To receive, stretched forth like a man who opens his hands to receive something of his neighbor, and they kindled it with fire. This is a sacrificial ceremony here. Sacrificial ceremony, and they were sacrificing babies. Babies. It's going to let you know in this definition here. And the priest took the babe and put it in the hands of Molech, and the babe gave up the ghost, meaning it died. Many instances of human sacrifices are found in ancient writers, which may be compared with the description of the Old Testament. They trying to be biblical, but they way off. They following after another God. They following after another God. This is what we shouldn't follow, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. They giving up the ghost like we doing today. We giving up. We getting abortions. Why? We giving our baby up. We giving the baby up for a blessing. We think we give that baby up, we're gonna have a better life. All them goddamn babies you done murdered. Do you have that lavish lifestyle you was looking for? Giving the baby up to this society and hopes and hopes of a better life. And hopes of a better life, because you think the baby is the one that's oppressing you. You think the baby is the oppression. The baby ain't the oppressor, dum dum. The oppressor is the slave master, the conquistador, the French, the Portuguese. That's the real oppressor. We turn on each other and our own children because of oppression, not knowing who the real devil is. Why are you in the state that you in? But we're gonna give up the baby and hopes to oh, now you can go back to school and pursue your lavish lifestyle. You still in the same place you was in before, if not worse. All them goddamn babies you done killed. And look, you ain't gotta never kill another baby ever again. You ain't gotta kill another baby ever again. You give us the baby, we'll take care of the baby. We'll take care of that baby. We'll make sure that baby ain't a burden under you. But they sacrifice. That's why that one image that we shared. Let me go back to that image. That one image that we shared here. It actually said plant. I hope I can find it again. There we go. Damn. On this particular, it said, I don't think y'all can hold up. On this one, it says Planned Parenthood. Why does it say Planned Parenthood on this one? Because it's giving you a correlation here. It's giving you a showing you they giving up the babe. That's what we doing today. Giving up the babe to the beast, hoping and wishing for a better life. That lavish lifestyle. That lavish lifestyle. Look at you. Look at us. 500,000 abortions a year and they ain't done nothing for us. You living your lavish lifestyle. You got that car that you always wanted. You got that house that you always wanted. You living in happiness, or you still depressed and lonely and sad, huh? Well, look, you ain't got to murder that baby no more. We're gonna get some more though. That's why I say Planned Parenthood on this one, though. But you get, so we get, so we can grasp this simple fact here, this simple archaeology here, these images, the definitions of what Molech actually is. Now we understand that this can't be Molech. The shield of David can't be Molech because it doesn't fit the physical description of what Molech is. So now that we know what Molech is, what is this? Now that we know what an actual star is, what is this? Now we come into the real questions, right? Now save this though. Save that these Google searches. Just type in. You can type in Molech, and you got to spell it with a Molech. You got to spell it a particular way. It says Moloch, but it's the same. It's talking about the same thing. And the King James version is a Moloch. But when you type it in, you want to type in Molech. They use an O in the KJV though. Just to be clear, it's talking about the same deity here. This is what the actual Molech looks like. If you've never seen it before, you've seen it today. Now that we got that, let's learn about this shield here. Okay, y'all, one more look at these images here before I turn the class over to the next portion. Another one. Oh, they call it the abortion guy. Dang it. See how that correlates though? See the analogy there? A better word. Another one. This one looks old. Where that picture go? That one looks old. Look at that. The baby, calf head, arms, brass statue here. All right, let's get out of here. Close this down. All right, now we saw what Molech was. Now you might be confused because you thought this was Molech, right? you thought the shield of David was Molech. So now you got to learn what this actually is here, since he was fooled by Christianity, right? He was fooled by Christianity to think that this was the star of Molech. You just learned what Molech. We got a physical description of what Molech was. We got pull some images up that line directly up with what the definition was. The definition ain't saying nothing about this. All right, why is that? Because this ain't Molech, dummy. Here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we are actually Hebrews. We deal with the Hebrew. We read, write, and speak the Hebrew, dummy. Let me see if I can get a Hebrew alphabet sheet. Bear with me 1 second. I'm gonna just put it up right here. But the shield of David is nothing but this. It's very plain. It's Hebrew. It's ancient Hebrew. I'll pull this up on my phone. Let me get you a couple scriptures also. But show you something right here. See, I can see that on camera. Oh, it's too bright. If you look at that fourth character is a dove. That fourth character is a dove. That's the first character of King David's name. King David got a dove, a war, and a dove. You put the two doves together, one upright, one inverted. You got the shield of David, right? You got King David. And listen, why is King David still important? You go to 2 Samuel, the seventh chapter, 7 and 12. It talks about the lineage. You understand? Or the king is going to come. You understand? Christ sits on King David's throne. That's why this is relevant. That's why this is, important here. He sits on King David's throne. He's heir to this throne, to this seal, his family seal, the seal of David, King David. It's a da, a war, and the da, and the tail of the war encompasses the two das here. It's basic Hebrew, man. King David's name, King David's signet. Now, those signets and seals and things like that, that's Hebrew Israelite culture. And look, this is an image that this is something that we don't bow down to this image. We don't kiss this image. It's a signet, it's a seal. You understand? You find Christians, they be kissing the cross, licking the cross, they probably be having sex with that goddamn cross. You understand? This seal is holy. You understand? King David's seal. I'm gonna get you this one in an apocrypha too. Seal of Zion. Show you something Let's show you something real quick, man. They don't teach. Don't ever let a Christian tell you that the shield of David is Molech, man. You go into the breakdown. You go into the definition of what Molech is, and give them the physical description of Molech, because they're going off of he say she said. They don't know the Bible. They don't know about Christ for real. They don't know about the archaeology about the shield of David, the breakdown, the Hebrew. They don't know what Molech looked like. They don't know the physical description of Molech. That's what I was looking for. Bear with me 1 second. Bear with me 1 second. Second Nazareth 10 real quick. But we don't recognize all throughout the Bible, it talks about seals and signets. We've been doing this forever. It's a part of our culture. We will write our father's name on the staff. It's part of our all throughout the school. All throughout the school, you'll find staffs in schools with brothers' names on it. You understand? That's Hebrew Israelite culture. Seals and signets and things of that such. It's all throughout the Bible, man. I ain't hitting. There's a bunch of goddamn conspiracy theorists out here, man. Scary. It was scary out there. Read this preset real quick. 1023. And you can pull this on them too. And then, which is the greatest of all, the seal of Zion, have now lost our honor. Like, because of all these conspiracy theorists and Christian rhetoric and brothers and sisters that's out here trying to teach, ain't authorized to teach, talking down on the seal of Zion, the shield of David. Because of that, they then lost honor. People look at this, they think this is some type of satanic thing here. Wow, because they don't know the Bible. They follow after T.D. Jakes and Creflo Dollar. Scary. Well, you can just do the research yourself. It ain't like it's hidden. Molech was an actual deity, an actual god of the Ammonites and the Moabites and the Canaanites. It was a popular religion. But you see to get the word star in the Bible, we say, oh, this is my chance to Christians or Christianity. Not knowing the definition of words and such, you know what I'm saying? It's the seal of Zion. It's the shield of David, dum-dum. Not Molech. Not Molech. We done read the definitions. We done pulled the articles. We done pulled the physical descriptions of Molech. What else do you need? It's seals and signets all throughout our culture, all throughout our Bible. But we act all scary and become a goddamn conspiracy theorist, a goddamn nut. $10.23, but have lost our honor, lost our honor. Like, dang, like, Cat's confused about the show to David, man. Don't be confused. You see it rocking, and you should know it's right. You know what I'm saying? It's the real priesthood back here. You know what I'm saying? For she is delivered into the hands of them that hate us. God damn it. Is that not clear? Because our so-called oppressors have our shield, we look down on it. We look down on it as it's something evil. But look here, brother, this ain't nothing evil, man. Rock your shields. Get you a shield of David. A gun, rock it on a chain, put it on your earrings, put it on your sleeves, your shirt, you know what I'm saying? Rock your shield, you know what I'm saying? Don't be what the scriptures say. We ain't gonna be ashamed. Oh, we're gonna be no longer ashamed. World without end. World without end. Don't be scared to rock your shield. Don't be scared to rock your fringes and your headbands and your warrior spirit. You understand? We don't comprehend, understand how valuable our culture is. They're trying to shun our culture. They trying to put sweep it under the rug. We trying to be all inclusive, man. When we got the baddest seal, we got the baddest everything, man. Everything about our culture is hardcore, man. And as far as the sisters, everything on their side is delicate and beautiful on their side. You understand? We should hold on to that, man. Don't listen to these goddamn Christians. They unlearned. They don't know the Bible. They don't know history. They don't know archaeology. They don't know biblical context. So we confused. And because of that, the shield lost its honor. Now we're gonna give it the honor back to it. Now we're gonna rock our shields. We're gonna rock our shield of David. You understand? We're gonna honor this lineage, man, this priesthood. You did. But we look at the Amalek, the enemy, the oppressor. They got our shield, so-called got our shield, so we look down on it. Then we just read it. We look down on our own culture. We don't even think we're the Jews. The whole point of Christianity is to save the heathen, right? And Christianity then made us think that we're the heathen. So that's why we hold on to Christianity. We hold on to Christianity and the theory of Christianity because Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians think they are the heathen. When in reality, we are the holy ones. We the real Jews. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man. Hispanic man, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Chileans, Brazilians, Guatemalans, Panamanians, Mexicans, right? The list goes on. Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Haitians, West Indians, Chileans, Argentinians. That rock our culture. Gadites, North American Indians, Cherokee, all the tribes. You understand? Better wake the hell up, man. Don't be fooled. And listen, you can go listen. And I just pointed. Even the North American Indian, they was rocking shields, and they be rocking shields to this day. It's all woven into our culture. It's time to put our entire culture back on. Rock your fringes, rock your headbands, rock your shields. We're going to be a nation that's not ashamed of our culture. We're going to be a nation not ashamed of our fringes and our headbands and our warrior spirit, man. You scared to rock, you know what I'm saying? Rock your vest with a shield on it. With some fringes rocking, you know what I mean? Rock that shield in your, with some earrings with a shield on it, you know what I mean? Headband with a shield with shields on it. You know what I mean? You scared to rock your culture, black man. You better take this earth off. This earth is about to, you know, the roles is about to be reversed. That's what we don't recognize and understand. We just got to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, man, and separate and take our soul out of America. Take our soul out of the neck of our depart from these wicked bastards, man. Come on, man. Get some more. I'll probably get one more. Get a couple more. Gotta get some rest sometime tonight. Excuse me. show you an example of those customs I was talking about. Number 17 and 2. And all throughout the Bible, you can type it in on your phone. Signet, seals, all that. It's going to be a plethora of scriptures that's showing you our culture. The king sealed it with his ring. You'll see that in the Bible. You'll see. Come on, yo. And I'm explaining to you why it's not wicked also. Speak unto the 17, number 17 and 2. Speak unto the children of Israel and take of every one of them a rod, a staff, according to the house of their fathers, of all their princes, according to the house of their fathers, 12 rods. Write thou every man's name upon his rod. But this is all throughout our culture. Signatures. That's what the word signature comes from. Signets. That's what it derives from. You understand? But it's all throughout our culture. Like I mentioned earlier, what we just read. It's all throughout. You'll see in many schools. You'll see a staff. You see engraved in the staff names and signets and whatnot. That's the black man culture right there. That's a Hebrew Israelite thing. And like you idiots. Listen, these Christians, right? They saying the shield of David wicked, like I guess against God. You're literally saying like letters and characters are wicked. This is simply somebody's signature, somebody's name, dummy. Don't you got your name and your signature on your license? You probably got American seal, your state seal on a license. Is that wicked? Is that unlawful? They'll be stuck then. What you gonna do? Throw your license away, dummy? It's so goddamn simple and listen, y'all. Molech. It's the god of the Ammonites, the Moabites. Shield of David. King David's seal, his signature. Jesus Christ sits on King David's throne. Let's not be simple-minded. Let's not be Christians here, man. Any questions, hit us up. We're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are under commanding General Yana. We've been teaching this truth since 1969 that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the true biblical Jews of the Bible, and that our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. If any need information on schools, call us up. Hit us up anytime. We're at 3430 Eastern Avenue currently. The number to the school is right there at the bottom of the screen. If you need any more further information, just call that number. You did. Shalom, Israel.